So this one's a pretty interesting one. This is going to be a salesman that bought a motorcycle for himself, unsure if it was in on trade for a vehicle here at his dealership. Either way, not prepared to be riding this bike. So let's go ahead and talk about this and all the things that went wrong. Alright, so it says his first ride, and the original editor of this video added those sound effects and everything, because this is from CCTV, so there's not going to be any audio. So when we take a look at this, it says first ride. Now this motorcycle rider got the vehicle, like I said, either on trade or he just literally just grabbed a new vehicle. So if we just take a look at this right here, there's not much of a scene survey that we could possibly do outside of this is a massive parking lot with where cars are being sold, so it's a dealership, so it's going to be filled. There's not much you can play with in terms of escape paths or all that different stuff. Slow speed maneuvers in a parking lot is all you're going to need, so this guy's hauling butt. So there must have been a throttle control problem. So if there's ever a throttle control problem where you feel like you're just gunning it and you're getting a little bit crazy, one of the first things that we teach our students in the MSF is that you need to pull in that clutch. That's going to remove all the power to that rear wheel. So now you're basically idling. It doesn't mean you're going to stop. It just means that there's no more power to that rear wheel. So if you gave it too much, you're like, and it's really high RPMs, but no power goes to the rear wheel. You can go ahead and roll off the throttle and start applying the brakes if you have to. So he did not do this. So he didn't get that training. He didn't get the safety briefing that you typically would get at one of these classes. So right here, it's a Kawasaki Vulcan S, I believe. Very good bike. It's not the craziest power of a bike. It does have a Ninja engine in it. It's tuned differently for the cruiser. But here's the thing: it's a good bike. It's a good beginner bike. You just have to ride within your abilities, not the bike's abilities. And this guy rode within the bike's abilities, not his. So he pulled too much throttle, didn't pull in the clutch, and now he's going to crash into a parked vehicle because he doesn't have control of the vehicle. Now I think some of you guys have done something similar. I'm trying not to laugh. I think some of you guys might have done something similar, just not to a parked car. You might have, gave it a little bit too much and maybe hit a curb or something in a parking lot or somewhere else. But here's the thing: is I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys had at least a helmet on, and I'm hoping. This guy has zero anything. He's got dress shoes, dress slacks. He's got like a sweater Henley on. No helmet, no gloves, no nothing. This is zero protection whatsoever, and I'm really surprised this guy did not get severely injured. So look at the damage to the car. Look at the damage to the bike. That's metal, plastics, things that are designed to crumple, things that are designed to break, but there's a lot of things in here that weren't designed to break. And one of them is going to be his body. Okay, his body is not designed to break, so all that force that was transmitted into that car easily transmitted to your body. Be very careful with that. Wear full gear. And this is another reason why during the MSF as a coach, I will not sit on a bike without a helmet and full gear. You can still fall and then crack something if you are just sitting on the bike. So guys, this is why you take a class. You learn how to utilize your primary controls, your throttle, your clutch, your shifter, your front brake, rear brake, everything. You learn how to do that so you don't do this, okay? But if you are going to go out, here's the thing. I understand the MSF and some classes are just really expensive. I truly understand that. The thing is, there's different ways of practicing without having to go to a parking lot filled with cars. Okay, so go to DDFMcrew.com. I have a bunch of parking lot exercises that you could do right now with no assistance whatsoever, with diagrams on cones and everything, on the DDFM Crew website. So check it out, absolutely free. You don't have to be a member, you don't have to be a patron, you don't have to be part of the Discord, nothing. Go there, practice something, okay? Don't do what this guy did. On top of that, wear full gear. Wear helmet, gloves, pants, jacket, and boots, okay? Do that, okay? So I'm trying so hard. I'm really trying so hard not to laugh at this, but the only reason why I'm laughing is because he gets up and he walks away and he's smiling about it. Now his ego's probably bruised pretty bad. To recap on this one, make sure you have good primary control of your motorcycle. If something crazy bad happens where you start to gun it and go crazy, whiskey throttling it, pull in that clutch. It's different than the brake. The brake you want to progressively pull in. If you're starting to have an emergency, slam that clutch down. Slam it down all the way to 100% pulled in, and that's going to remove power to that rear wheel. And if you're going to hear the RPM spike because you did that, Now you can start rolling off the throttle, the RPMs won't spike, and now you're just coasting along like you're riding in neutral basically. When that happens, when you're starting to do that, then start applying some of the brake pressure, progressive brake pressure, to slow yourself down. Don't look down, look forward on the horizon, or look where you want to go. So if you're going towards a car like this guy was, look a little bit to the left to where there's an open spot with the clutch pulled in, applying progressive brake pressure with the handlebars squared up like a T to the gas tank handlebars. Okay, that's what you want to do. And then when you stop, you can start all over. Don't do what this guy did, okay, guys? So, guys, we talk about this stuff all the time. This one's a pretty easy one to talk about. We go over some really detailed, complex situations on the live streams, and I actually utilize a lot of my DDFM crew to help me out when it comes to that. So if you want to be a part of the DDFM crew, click that join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. And for $2 a month, you get to have emojis, you get to have a green name, you get to have a mustache, then a beard during the live streams, and you get to have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun during the live streams. But with that said, I want you guys to be safe. I want you to have a good time, but I want you to do it the right way and not this way, okay? I'll be seeing you guys around.